Hello, hello, everybody. Everybody, yeah, I got some shit to say. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Welcome in, whether you're new or you've been here for years. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna talk, and then we're gonna do all signs. I'm almost done with my cigarette. Almost done. We'll let people find the room, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I got my coffee. This should be interesting tonight. Should be really interesting. Okay. These will be predictions in a little while about next year. Before we go there, I'm going to tell you guys a little story time. Story time. It happened last night. I'm only going to get so in depth with it, but that's because I have to honor the person. So, you got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing in life. Pay attention to that too. Hello, Maria. Hello, my Grammys. Hello, Divine Guidance. Casey, Melissa, hello. Here we go. Be a second and I'll talk to you. I'll wait until y'all hit some likes. Let me get some likes in there. I can't see if you're liking the video, but I do appreciate it. If you feel the necessary need to subscribe, that's good for you. Because you may just feel better about a situation you're dealing with, and you may teach me something, whether it's today, tomorrow, or down the road. So let's go from there in a second. I'm getting antsy about talking about story time. We got 22 in here. It's time. All right. So last night, most of the day, I was doing laundry, trying to catch up on my kids' clothes, right? And washing very little of what Dad owns, but also did yard work, went back to laundry. And then I got an unexpected arrival at my house, and I happened to look out the front window, the bay window in the living room, and in the bay window I see a Mercedes with the blinker on, about to pull in my driveway, right? And I'm like, I don't think they come here. And a Mercedes at that, it's dark, by the way, but I'm very good at identifying vehicles. It's a hobby. I like cars. It's one of the things. It's one of my knacks. So they pull in. I'm like, hey, you got somebody coming here? It's my father. I was like, no. I'm like, all right, well, somebody just pulled in. So he goes outside. It happens to be somebody he's worked with for about 12 years. I, pay attention to my son and then throw on some slippers and I go out there. And the minute I go out there, he's like, hey, you got a minute, Leon? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she needs help with her phone. It's one of his clients. Right? I'm like, okay. And she knows me from working technology and being very successful with it. So she shows up. Why won't my phone charge? What's going on? So I hop in the Mercedes. I sit with her. And I figure out what's going on with the phone for about 15 minutes. Get it fixed. Fixed her computer about 2 weeks ago. Work on our houses and all the many things she has in the past about 10 years, right? She says to me, why don't you go back to technology? You need to get back to using your mind. Mind you guys, she doesn't know that I do this because I am very selective on who I let know that I do this. And while she's talking and I'm in the car after the phone situation's fixed for now until I go out and help her get what else she needs. And I told her I would. I'm like, I do use my mind. I just don't talk about it. And she's like, okay. And sitting there in the car with me. And I'm like, I use my mind in a way of a psychic medium. She's kind of like, looks over at me and I'm like, yeah. And she's trying to believe in it, but also wondering if it's worth believing in. And I'm like, here, I said, I got thousands of people that watch. I don't have the biggest subscription, but it's big enough. It's coming damn near 9,000. And we're sitting there, and she sees it, and she's like, "You devil, you! How come you didn't tell me?" And I'm like, "Well, because I know your husband wouldn't appreciate it, would he?" She says, "No, he's not about that." Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. This isn't somebody who just does well in life or is young. She's a Cancer, Gemini. Excuse me, I said that backwards. She's a Gemini Cancer cusp, like right on the line. It's because I asked her for her birthday in the car after I started to tell her stuff. And I already know she trusts me. You know, she's seen me work with him. She's seen me work through Verizon before him. And when it was like people would wait in line for me and I was too busy, she'd say, "Can you stop by the house?" I'd say, "Yeah, of course." You know, and very successful, but came from nothing. Worked very hard, her and her husband. And more than double my age. So we're in the car, and I'm giving her the info. And she's like, "Do you want to go out to eat?" "Yeah, we can go out to eat." Little did I know it was going to lead to, "Can you show me this? Look at that. How about that? Can you show me this? Can you show me your psychic ability?" While we're at dinner. I slept like 15 hours because I ripped some serious truths. And about next year for her, mind you, came from nothing, worked her ass off, her and her husband, and are multimillionaires. And it was really nice to hear her say to me last night, right before we left the driveway to go get something to eat. She's like, "Now I know why I was meant to come here." Inside of me, I'm like, I kind of know many reasons why, but I didn't say anything. I just waited for dinner. And then over dinner, we had some great conversations. So I just want you guys to remember to believe in yourselves. Believe in yourselves. No matter how fast, how slow something shows up, you got to believe in yourselves. And when the time's right, allow it to be. A lot of 22 is showing me that. And she's very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's an artist as well. But she doesn't do it that much. She's done it enough to understand it, and she's into it, but she doesn't do it because her husband doesn't like it or believe in it. And I get I get it. You know, so I gave her many reasons. They own mini malls, and many of them, and have a huge amount of real estate. They're very well off. But at dinner, I was like, well, I'm eating, sitting across from her. I'd let her talk, and then while she's talking, I would cut her off. But I kind of felt a little bad about doing that. But I didn't want her to tell me too much. I wanted her to see what I shouldn't know, so she'd ask more questions. I slept like a fucking baby throughout today because of it. I put my effort into it, but it's a respect thing. So respect where you are, where you want to be, and what you want to achieve. And don't worry about when. Don't put a time frame on it. Although she did ask me, and this made me feel confident in seeing how she was with herself. She did ask me, and I was like, well, I can tell you're very intuitive, but you keep it to yourself. She said to me, "Can you read yourself?" And I said, "Yes." And asked me, "Where do you see yourself?" And I gave her a fragment of what I see and told her I can't see it all, but I can see enough. And she was like, "I see so much more for you." And she actually, this is where I know she's kind of got that psychic in her with the artist. Like, she's a very good painter, like a very good painter. And I mean like a portrait that you put on your wall, hundreds of them throughout the house that are beautiful. She uses the artistic side of her mind a lot. And she was like, "I see it in your 40s. And I'm like, "Yeah, you got it. You got it right. It is in the 40s. It is in my 40s. And I told her some more, and we enjoyed our dinner. But that's what I'm going to tell you for there. We're going to do all signs. It's coming up for 2023 in just a minute. here's something I want to tell you guys before we do all set. I'll have my ups and downs next year with the growth of this channel. This is a prediction, but I know you guys want your predictions, but I'm going to give you one flat out because I told her last night. Next year I'll have my ups and downs with predictions, but the channel will still grow, and it'll grow better than this year because people will wake up more next year to reality. When the start of it was supposed to really show up in 2022, it did for me, but it'll show more in 2023. I also told her the world's going to hell quickly, so people have to be careful for their loved ones, themselves, and make sure they're protecting themselves at all costs because it's getting ugly. I said, these are just two visions I have. Just being honest with her. She didn't say much. She just listened until we got to. All right. Thanks for listening to the little story. Let's do the all signs. Let's do the all signs. We're going to start with Cancer. Cancer. There were things I was asked too last night, but I would only answer so much. I would give her as much. I had to be respectful with what I was doing, and that's something I've had to initiate in my understanding or clear knowing this year. She'll ask something, but if she's not ready for it, be fragile or gentle with her age and the stuff that's bothering her today that she spoke about freely. Gotta be respectful, you know. I'm working on that too with my own self. Trying to get better every day. That's all I want for all of you is to face life head on, be protected, protect those you love and yourself, because it's going to get rocky the next couple of years. It's going to get more. People are going to want to feel like they don't have to have that insecurity or worry, although it's going to be more in demand of ugliness. That's what I see with the world today, especially the United States. Okay. I mean, it happens every day in the world, but the U.S. is going to turn a little bit in a way we don't like. Anyways, I don't want to scare anybody. It's not the point of this. Let's start with Cancer. Let's start with Cancer. What are the predictions for Cancer 2023? What are the predictions for Cancer? What do you got for 2023 for Cancer? See what you get. A lot of your manifestations or the dream state you sit in will come true. You have a positive start for next year. You're really going to need to put your focus on what you want to see happen, especially if it comes from a place of love or your heart. I'm going to tell you, Cancer, in 2023, go after things and achieve them for what you can handle and what's out of your control for 2023. The message here is simple. You definitely take action. Some of the things may be out of your control. Some of them may be out of your control. Some of you could be a health situation or the health around you of somebody you care about. You can't really hold these burdens within. You kind of have to have that self-sacrifice and move on to a situation that's going to arise for you. Give me something else for Cancer, please. 2023. You will clarify that before I say anything. You're going to see a lot of situations that you've already established yourself from or had to leave behind and recognize it for what it is in 2023. The Empress reversed. It's something that is something you wanted to nurture, that it wasn't working or it wasn't coming towards you or fighting for you. You may have to recognize that it's not something that you can let it be bothersome. It's not something, I feel the need to say 3 of Wands. If you wanted to move towards it or hope it moved towards you, you can't worry about it. Something about don't worry about it. Accept the passage. Something about accept the passage of time. You may also want to communicate with another woman or a Libra male, something like that. Queen of Swords upright, somebody you didn't get a victory with, and you hold this dear to your heart. Seven of Swords reversed. There may have been deception involved in the situation. Palace of Swords, it may have felt you kind of erotic or like a lack of control. As soon as I looked at the Palace of Swords, I thought of the Emperor in reverse. The Moon, there's no secret or depth or perception behind what you already understand. You know if this is your message. King of Coins, you're also really going to be focused on your road ahead with business or staying afloat, saving money, or making sure money doesn't become a problem in 2023. What else is here for Cancer? On the floor. You're looking for the balance. And a lot of you feel like you aren't getting the balance when it comes to forward movement or communication. And I feel like that's what you work on in 2023. Anything else for Cancer? Knight of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Some of you are going to leave things in the past or have acknowledged if it's not going to show up, I have to deal with it. Page of Swords to the King of Cups. Emotionally, knowing you have to be strong about it. A lot of you are going to try to release fear, anxiety, or worry about a situation that just feels out of your control. 10 of Coins, your foundation, your structure is going to be important while you assess the past. And you're going to assess the past for a lot of balance. A balance will be important. Your stability will be important, but also not lying to you about what will make you happy with stability. So this could be a connection that you have always wanted to complete or fix. What else is here? And then my lap, my knees, the Ace of Swords. There's something about there not being like a certainty or truth that's come together with the situation. Somebody's not being shown the truth and not trusting it, with the High Priestess in reverse and the Devil trying to release the toxic situation or being told that about a situation. They're trying to reveal that they've been patient or they have patience for it, but somebody intervened. Like if there was an intervention that was supposed to happen with you and another person, somebody got in the way or the mix of shit. It might have cost you a lot of restless nights. Emotionally, I feel like you want to build in that direction. Knight of Coins, you're really going to stay steadfast on believing in yourself or how to do it next year. 8 of Cups. If somebody has been at a distance for a long time, the Hangman, it has kept you feeling stuck or stagnant. Something to do with a past connection. Some of you could be a relationship, but it looks like a love situation that could be family based. Ace of Coins reversed with the 2 of Coins. You wanting to create the ultimate balance, bringing back the harmonious triumph of a loved one around you, or releasing what is out of your control, and maybe that's somebody that's passed on that you're still having a hard time getting over, something like that. Lovers with the King of Swords. I do see you pursuing action or generously recognizing what you have to do. 10 of Swords reverse, putting down the burdens, the pain. The 5 of Cups. It was an emotional upset that you felt guarded or by yourself, and you've looked at the situation very thoroughly. Something about that. Anything else for Cancer? 2023. Is that Cancer or them? Who is that? They may come towards you next year, or wonder if you'll come towards them. I'm going to show you. They may want a celebration with you next year, or they're hoping that you show up for them. The only reason I say that is because you came in the reverse. Something of delayed action, delayed response. So that's what I have for you guys, your brief message for 2023. I'll give you guys more messages probably next month, I think, too, about 2023, before 2023. This is a reading, whether it's for any sign you may have to come back to and watch. Whether people do or don't. Let's keep going. Cancer's done. What are we going to do next? Pisces. Pisces is next. Here we go, Pisces. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure who that was, but I'm going to throw you up on the board. Thank you, Rhonda. And Rhonda is a member. Rhonda, and all members, or those who become members, If you are interested in a private reading, whether you're a member or not, you want the cheap price, you become a member. You save about $50 per reading. Otherwise, the prices stay the same. Okay. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate that. Here we go. Pisces, 2023. Who's here? Two more. Pisces. 1 minute. Here we go. Okay. Some of you make sure your health is doing well, or make sure you're being very attentive to your health for the sign of Pisces. In 2023, this feels like in the beginning, like when the first, I'm going to tell you 3 or 4 months from January or maybe even late December, focus, make sure your health is up to par, or you're getting those checkups you need. Also, with the King of Coins reverse and the Wheel reverse, I'm going to tell you the immediate feeling I get is it's going to be very important for you to release things that are out of your control or baggage. Don't hold on to any baggage in 2023. Anything that was deceptive to you or made you feel like it was emotionally manipulating you, I don't care if it was narcissism, what it was. I feel like you've learned your lessons in 2022. And 2023 has a lot to do with balance and the direction ahead. Something about the direction ahead. Give me something else for Pisces for 2023. Sherry, you might have to recognize what works and what doesn't work when it comes to balance. What needs to be put into stop and what can go forward with you. Double. Don't go backwards. Your message is simple. Do not work backwards. If somebody wasn't initiating a celebration or showing their best interest in you the way you showed it in them, do not go backwards with a celebration. It won't end well. The message is clear. 3 of Coins. Don't build backwards. It's time for you to take a leap of faith and have trust within where you want to arrive. Build in that direction. Don't let anything of the past keep you stuck in the hangman status. It's be that dominant person, and then you're on that card. Be that Pisces energy that walks away. Piscean energy. There may have been something that you wanted something to show up, but at the same time, it wasn't what was meant for you. You have to just stay true to knowing that. Don't walk backwards. Walking backwards just leads you to a trap, whether it's emotionally or mentally. Be careful of that. What's here for Pisces? Something else. 2023. You will figure this out, the Death card, and you will pursue action. You will do this. A lot of you are going to pursue balance, or you're doing that now, or you're recognizing I have to be true. I have to identify why I'm stuck on a situation and release it. Thank you for the super chat, Audrey. You're going after balance. You're recognizing I have to give myself that deserving energy. I have to be playful with knowing I can't offer love until I trust and respect myself. And stubbornly, you need to pay attention to that. If you do that, I believe your manifestations are going to come forward for you. Bottom of the deck. The Emperor, the Moon reversed, and the 8 of Wands. You've got to drop communication with something that's fascinated in your mind. Something you've told yourself you wanted to work or you believed could be for you isn't for you anymore. 3 of Swords. Could have been some heartbreak, some betrayal, or some other energies invested in somebody else, and that's why you have to walk away from it. Walk away from it. Have a lot of dignity, integrity, and strength. Power within. Don't lie to yourself about where you are, what you've been through, or what you're deserving of. Put that shit to rest. 10 of Swords reversed. King of Swords. As long as you're taking action, you may be surprised with the new love relationships that show up for you. What else is here? The Sun reversed. Don't put a time frame on it, but also Nine of Swords. Don't rent any space in your head about the happiness you could have had. That's like this stuff. I always feel like I'm giving you a message that you have to listen to for like the first 3 or 4 months, and it's telling me by the summertime you'll have released a love situation that you've already tried to say you've released, but you totally have. If you thought you were 100%, you're about 88 kind of now. Focus on the abundant energy or the experiences that you're meant to manifest with that Ace of Coins energy. This is the discovery that you're going to face early on in 2023. Seven of Cups. You will have options. They be ready. You may be a little guarded too when you try to enter into a new relationship. But let's clarify that. Ooh, you're not going to trust it. The Faith card showed up reversed under what I wanted clarification for. You may be a little guarded because of this past love equation or situation. What else is here? The Hermit. Reversed. You need to look away from what had happened and focus on what you believe can happen. And I dropped that on that Ace of Coins. Believe on the foundations and the truth and the respect that's God willing or self-deserving, and it will show up for you next year. I do feel like it shows up for you. Show me something else for Pisces, please. Show me something else for Pisces. Palace of Wands. You may have a lot of creative insight, or have people. I get the energy of having people come towards you. Just be open to the fact that things can change for the better. Something about that's important for Pisces watching this reading. What else is here? Look at this, the Tower. Change. Slipped off my finger. Change. Things can change. I only say that because the Palace of Wands made me feel like you're either staying at home or not going out that much. You're not really wanting to manifest the future predictions of love. And it could have a lot to do with having holding on to something that you know that needs to be released. You know that that's the right decision. You have to go after that. That's how you get the Palace of Coins to balance. Sometimes it's just better to, if you want to see something come up in your future, the easiest way to see it is don't worry about what was done in the past. And that's what the cards are showing me. Don't worry about what was done in the past. Knight of Cups to the Palace of Cups to the Queen of Swords. Cut it out because the Queen of Swords is in reverse. Knight of Cups, Palace of Cups. Keep your emotions very powerful to you. Ten of Coins. Stay grounded. Stay grounded and build your fortune. There's nothing that slows us down but ourselves in life. And your stability is going to be important. And I feel like it's not just about stability for you. It's something about how you enter the next love situation, or if you're willing to accept it. That'll be important as well. A lot of you, it's because you felt like you found that true connection. But at the same time, don't let something like that slow you down. Just because that had happened, or you were wanting to be patient or willing to deal with it, go after things with authority. The King of Wands, the Page of Cups. Start opening the door. Just because one door closed with the World reversed, so what? Five of Swords. Compete for everything that's best for you. And close off any mindset that slows you down. Eight of Swords reversed. To the Four of Swords. Get a lot of rest. Page of Coins. Don't answer messages of somebody who's not going to move forward or correctly with you in a space that's healthy for you as well. Could have been a Leo that you were fighting for their attention, or they were fighting for your attention. Vice versa. Three of Wands. I do feel like you're going to move away from this energy, but you really got to put content where you are. And I feel like you're going to get a hobby. This tells me get a hobby. Do something, whether it's changing your look, going to the gym, do something that you like for yourself, and that's how you get the win. And that's how you're going to achieve balance. It may come in a little slow, or you may not appreciate it at first, but everything takes time, just like that Temperance card came out. And I do see you getting what you want. A lot of it is letting go of the past situation that burdened the shit out of you with the Ten of Wands, and getting the absolution you deserve, getting the victories you want. But there's only one thing you can do on that, is take your time and trust what you feel is right for you to go in that direction, okay? If something was around you that was toxic or kept you up emotionally, your biggest focus is release that and focus all the efforts towards yourself, because people will love you more for that. That's what I have for you guys. Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep going. Scorpio be next. I need coffee. How's everybody doing tonight? How y'all doing? The Scorpio on the board. I want to give my sister a shout out. She's a Scorpio. Her birthday was yesterday. I missed it. I caught it like midday and I forgot to message her. So when I get out of here, I'm going to say happy belated birthday. I felt like a douchebag yesterday because of that. Well, actually, not yesterday, today. Tonight, when I was like, my car has electrical issues. I'm looking at it and I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm looking at it and I'm like, motherfucker. Excuse my language, but they tell me it's the 15th, and I'm like, it's not the 15th. I was supposed to message her yesterday. I checked my phone, and I'm like, shit. I'm sitting outside of Walmart. So happy birthday, my old sister. I hope you had a good one, but we'll be in touch. All right, Scorpio. (2023). Look at predictions for you. 2023. What do you got for Scorpio signs? Let's see if that shows up. Maybe. Good for Scorpio. Next year. You wanted to come out. I'm going to give it to you. When it comes to investments, you're investing in either, you're only going to invest in what you feel comfortable with or what you feel you can trust. You already might have started doing this. The Ace of Wands, something that brings you passion or makes you feel very creative or inspires you or makes you feel connected to it. A lot of you will release past emotional upsets or work towards getting the balance of it. You're going to be working towards it. You won't fully have healed it, but that's like a big prerogative. Now, you may tell me, I've released it. The cards aren't telling me that. Ooh. 3 of Cups reversed. You've tried, you're working towards releasing the situation and going after change. And you're going to triumph with great strength, but it's going to take a little bit out of you to get there. Let me show you the cards before we keep rolling for you, because I'm going to give you a lot more. There's a celebration here where if there was lack of truth or clarity or faith on this situation with love, you're really going to focus on how you can entertain the world or get the respect. Something about respect with you in 2023. I deserve the respect. People need to respect me or see my authority kind of energy. Ace of Wands with justice. And I feel like you're going to do it silently, and as the months go on throughout next year, you're going to get bolder and bolder. That's cool. But let me tell you something. Ace of Wands to Justice reversed. You will balance this out, but the easy way to get there is to release this. Release any judgments that didn't serve you correctly or show you it's not there for you or makes you feel left behind. It's going to take a lot of strength for you to get there. But before I got strength, I got the 3 of Cups and the Tower. You're still in like that metamorphosis stage, adapting to the change or the reality of a situation. There could be health. There could be energies that are, somewhat healthy around you, and others that you just don't vibe with. And I do feel like that's around your immediate circle. So just be careful for that. That could be now into next year. I feel like that's now into next year. I'm going to tell you what I feel. Let's keep going. What else is here for Scorpio? Some of you guys may be trying to look the other way or trying to negotiate which direction to head in. How to pursue something. Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify that. This one, whatever it is. Some of you, it's an ending. You're trying to be precise about focusing on what you value, what needs to be left behind, and the action that you need to pursue. You might have dealt with something that was just too fucking chaotic that didn't lead to a victory. Could have been any sign, earth sign, air sign, fire sign is what shows up. But what else is here? Couldn't build with it. Reversed. Couldn't fucking build with it. The foundation was not sturdy, and it's time for you to pursue your goals or your interests. Kind of solo. I'm going one track direction, but also you're getting bolder and bolder as you build it next year. Some of you have been working on that this year or wanting to. Next year, I see it showing up for you. Some of you, a new love situation could arise. Is this a brand new or is it from the past? The Two of Cups, clarify. Is it new or past? Doesn't matter what it is. Show me what it is from the majority of people. Something brand new. King of Coins. A stability that starts out powerful. The Emperor, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups. All upright. It's up to you to decide if this is what you want to invest in. Something about making sure you may be feeling like you're starting to build momentum and have to really think about if while you're taking the lead on the prerogative in life or the lifestyle and getting what you want, if you want to entertain a relationship. Something about that. Some of you are going to have that on the mind a lot in 2023. Like, is it worth it? Or am I going to end up kind of like this? And who's on the corner of the card, Scorpio? You are. Let's keep going. Queen of Swords. Some of you will pursue action, but you'll be very gentle and patient with it. Others of you, you'll pursue other options. Give me one more. Ooh, some of you guys aren't going to entertain another person for a little while. Maybe it's the first, I'm going to tell you, could be the first 4 months, could be 4 to 6 months, something about 4. I see 8, but I'm going to cut the number in half. That 8 of coins reversed, that 8 of cups reversed, I'm going to back that down. You have the 4 coins going after your stability, but you have the 8 of cups reversed. Something tells me to get rid of 2 and only make it a 6. Still, why? You could just be tired. You could just be tired, not wanting to feel stuck in past situations. You really kind of focus on your happiness that leads you to the direction that brings in that sturdy, concrete foundation or this. And I feel like you're going to really trust the process. Something about trusting the process. The Queen of Wands and the Sun, but the Empress reversed. Make sure you're focusing on your health, getting your tasks done that need to be done daily, building in a direction, cutting out anything that is disworthy, or making sure you're getting enough rest, rejuvenating yourself, because the happiness that your heart seeks is kind of trying to find you, wanting you to kind of rush towards it. And a lot of that could be to do with a judgment that might have not worked out for the best. I don't think that's a bother. I feel like you move towards seeking balance and knowing that's the decision that needs to be shown to you. Something else for Scorpio. There you are, but hold on. Something else for Scorpio. Something else for them. What's here? The Magician. Remind yourself about the judgments or the situations that slowed you down to the practicality of what you want to see take effort. Holy shit, there you are again. That's your message, and you need to really trust your abilities. Next year, you may learn a lot more about the esoteric or get more involved in spiritual practice than you expected, or you just may open up that door. Basically, if you play with the realms, you unlock more realms. Something like that with you. The Magician taking action towards it. You showed up with the High Priestess following you. That's you having like an awakening or an epiphany or staying direct in learning more. And I feel like it's through the realms. It's like if you've been playing with one realm for a while that's outside of the realm we live in, you're going to expand next year. Something about expanding. That's what I have for Scorpio. Here we go. Let's keep going. Water signs are done. Who's going to be next? Guess the next signs. What signs will it be? Will it be earth, air, water? Who is he going to pick next? Can you get it right? Doesn't matter if you do or don't. Practice is practice. Remember that. And remember to hit the like button if you don't mind. Good job, Jenna. Good job, Rosie. Good job, everybody who guesses. Patty, good job. Jenna got it right. There. But we'll start with Aquarius. Let's put Aquarius on the board. I don't know how well these are going to resonate, but something tells me with what I feel here, they're going to resonate for some people, whether it's shared among us or not, like in the comments, in the chat, or outside after, that people catch the video and see it. I feel these are going to be good tonight. I can trust what I feel because my head feels like I'm almost getting a fucking headache. And it may not be for tonight. You may have to, it may have been shit you've already dealt with, that you guys have already dealt with, but a lot of it's going to be the future content of your life. And I'm aware of that because I know how fucking tired it makes me when I do that for somebody and then get 15 hours of sleep because of it. Okay. Anyways, let's keep rolling. I needed that rest though. I'm not gonna lie. I needed that sleep. Let's hear for Aquarius 2023. 2023. I'm in a good mood because I know there are people that watch me that don't want to see me succeed and they can't do anything but watch. I love that. Is that fucked up? Maybe it's a little fucked up, but it makes me feel good inside. Because I'm like, do what's good for you. Oh my God. That's not a Leo. I don't know what is. Or stubborn ass Taurus. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. Aquarius 2023. There you are, Aquarius. What's going on? You're going to discover something next year, or you're trying to now. I get like this feeling of wanting to have things come at you balanced. Balance, balance, balance. What is this? The Empress. You also may hear of somebody wanting you to be a part of their life or a part of their child's life next year, or you may have known somebody that's going to have a baby next year, something like that. Four Swords. I do see resting a lot, probably towards the end of this month into December. What else is here for? What else is here for Aquarius? The Moon, the Page of Cups. You may be undecided too on if you would clarify. If you would deal with a past connection, you're definitely going to be undecided if you would deal with it again. Could be a water sign, another air sign, earth sign, fire. Could be any sign for that matter, but what I see here is the Moon with the Page of Cups to the Strength, to the Ten of Cups, to the Seven of Swords. I don't feel like you trust it or you believe it's worth your direction. It's like you're like, nah, fuck that. I've been here with that Ten of Swords. I need to focus on what's gonna the decision, the Two of Wands to the Page of Cups. I need to emotionally put a victory where I'm gonna find balance. Something about you knowing there's somebody you can't play with. Some of you it's an earth, fire sign, or water sign. You got to put this down. You got to put the situation down. Ace of Wands. I don't feel like you're creatively. I don't feel like you're like it sparks your interest. I feel like you just don't feel like you can trust this. Something about the High Priestess in reverse. You don't trust the outcome of the situation with an individual. Two of Coins, you've already made the decision. Knight of Coins, reversed. You're not going to go back towards it. You're going to go back towards what appreciates you and what you appreciate in 2023. Your eyes are kind of wide open to seeing through shit. If somebody treated you like shit, you're not going to allow that again next year. Whether you identify and talk to them or you keep them cut out. That's what I see for you. What else is here? Ooh, 2. 8 of Swords and the Page of Coins. So if somebody tries to come back and reconcile or rebuild with you, somebody comes back towards you wanting to rebuild with you, thinking they can bring the balance. I don't think you're going to want to do that. You may tell them they got to school or keep them kind of at a distance, blocked. You may have your guard up next year when it comes to building in that direction with this person. I don't feel like you trust that or want that. I feel like you've decided, you know what, I've got to move on, because if I don't move on, I'm going to hold in a regret. I'm going to be fighting for a situation that I should have had taken the lead on the whole time, because it wasn't healthy to let the feelings inside of my heart or instead of how I love, to let it be such a burden for so long. I've got to put an ending to that with a wheel reversed. And I think you're getting grounded, humble, and you know that. And now you're fighting for yourself. A lot of you could be because you recognize you didn't get a judgment or you dealt with a manipulating liar. Something like that. Just focus on the new options that are going to be there to celebrate or that are going to come towards you. Something like that is important as well for you. Bottom of the deck. 9 of Coins with the Palace of Swords and the 7 of Wands. You will ignore this person. King of Swords, they may try to come towards you, but you won't you won't like it. It's a dude that could come towards you too. You keep getting men back and forth. There's a guy that you got to make sure you don't let this be your outcome. If you knew it was a fucking turd, it was a fucking turd. And guess what was the bottom line for you? The change. For you to have a brand new beginning with the world. For you to get what you deserve. That's your reading. Okay, thank you for the membership, Band. Greatly appreciated. I will be coming live for members soon. So if you subscribe to the channel and you become a member, you will get questions answered at no cost in there. And I'll be doing that soon. Before, hopefully, Sunday. I'm going to try to pick a day and get it done. I have so many tasks during the day that I've had to get done lately. But I've been getting them done, which is good. You know, excellent. But let's keep going. All right. Next is going to be Taurus, Earth signs. Taurus. Here we go. Let's hear for the sign of Taurus. Taurus. 2023. Let's go for Taurus. That's it. Go. Discoveries. What? You're going to leave things that have burdened your mind or bothered your mind, or have burdened somebody around you. If it's not you, it's somebody close to you, it's bothered you. And you're going to release those emotional baggage. Something about a judgment, something that didn't get through or didn't come through correctly. You'll be releasing that. You've already probably been working on this too. I get a strong yes with the indication from clairaudient. A strong yes, you've been working on this. You've been probably trying to be very patient with it. Page of Coins, you're going to recognize it's not worth your time. Balance. You're not getting the balance. You're going to really focus on the structure of where you want to be next year. Your structure is going to be super imperative, something like that. There's no secret that you know that. If somebody tries to come towards you and reconcile, I don't feel like they get the wish fulfillment. If they try to come towards moving towards you, so could be a fire sign or an air sign. Strength in the look at it's a no. You're releasing the past. You won't want to reciprocate in love. They may try, or they may have already tried this year. It's a no. It's a fucking no. This is a no. This is a dead ass no. Could be a water sign, fire sign, air sign. But as far as you coming towards them or having the celebration or event, you've released this. It's gone. It's done. Look at this shit. Let me show you the card. Queen of Swords reversed. You've cut the situation out. Emotionally, mentally, you're done. You know, I feel like you knew stubbornly you had to hold on to this knowing. And now you're recognizing, like, you're kind of paying attention to that this is what's best for you. Something about you seeing things for what's best. The Chariot reversed and the Two of Swords, knowing it wasn't going to go anywhere, or the Palace of Cups. It wasn't going to be an emotional attachment that was worth the investment. The King of Wands reversed, stubbornly been holding on to trying to tell yourself that there could have been happiness, but I think you figured it out. In 2022, it didn't come correct, and now you're going to really focus on how you get your happiness, or what needs to leave and what needs to become. Seven of Cups reversed to the Knight of Ace of. You'll be very creative as well in the beginning of the year. Even if it feels like it's going slow, you're going to start building that momentum. And your secret message is make sure you're focusing on the faith, because it does want to build for you. Something about wanting to build for you. Five of Wands, the Emperor reversed, and Death. You will transform. You may have a lot of battles to deal with. You may have a lot of situations that feel uncomfortable that you want to kind of not focus on. Don't worry. I do feel like you transform away from that situation, or you see it for what it is and you make the correct decision. Something about making the correct decision or judgment. 10 of Wands reversed to the Devil, making sure nothing of the past hinders you. Something about not wanting to be hindered by the past. It's going to make you very powerful. Something about power with that Ace of Coins I just stared at. It may come in slow, though. I get this slow energy on this. You've got the Knight of Cups with, if it's a love situation, the next one could come in, but it may not come in right. It may not be that abrupt, honestly. Knight of Coins reversed to the 10 of Cups. You might have to wait on that next connection, or focus on the journey ahead that's meant for you. I feel like the more you focus on where you want to be, the faster it comes to you, whatever that's about. 8 of Cups to the 7 of Swords. Don't feel stuck next year. If there's something you know that needs to be released or you need to move away from, don't lie to yourself about where to build or move on. Something about moving on. 4 of Coins. With your stability, it's upright. It has a lot to do with where you want to sit your ass down. That's what I have for you guys. Anything else? A lot of you have had these thoughts or been trying to be in a place of, is it practical for me to stay or for me to go? And you're going to release that. I feel like you release that, the worry starts to get cut out. You don't see it that way anymore. Look, it's King of Swords. You cut out the worry. Something about you knowing to cut out the worry or drop the emotional baggage to a situation or the connection to where you've been. King of Cups reversed to the 8 of Coins. I feel like you're really going to be fascinated with building the direction you want to see fit for you and taking on the world or taking the wheel, going after this direction. Something else. Give me something else. Manifest it and accept that the change is there, and you will see the truth and clarity. You may also be, I get this, it's going to make you feel like you made the right decision, or you made the right decision for all energy. Just going to tell you. The only thing that could slow you down is holding negative thoughts in your mind that it's a bad idea. Take pride or stride in moving in that direction. Something like that's important in 2023. The Hangman and the 2 of Coins. If you've been feeling stuck or like you weren't getting balance, clarify the balance. It doesn't matter. You need to trust that the past is done. In a love situation, the past is gone. Give me something else. And trust in yourself. Don't let anybody dictate for you, but also make sure you're dictating correctly for yourself. Something like that's important. And don't be afraid to take a risk, especially if it has to do with a new environment. Palace of Wands in the reverse. If something you've dealt with already didn't work for you from the past, it's not worthy to play with. I gave you every card for us. Just don't know why. I just felt like you needed to hear it all. But here we go. Let's go to the next sign. Virgo in a minute. Virgo. Thank you guys for being here and hitting the like button. Greatly appreciate it. My lips are getting dry. I had chapstick on hours ago, but because it's getting cold as a bitch up here. My lips, I'll bite them and they'll bleed and shit. I hate that. I'll do that to them. So I'm like, nah. All right, Virgo, where you at? Virgo. There you are. Okay, Virgo. year 2023 for Virgo. Let's see if that. Virgo. Next year. If you've been struggling with a career or not happy with it, keep the faith on either making the decision to stay with it or move on. Right off the bat. Only you can come to terms with that. The faith, the reality of it. Only you can figure that out. Is it worth staying there, holding on to something, or building somewhere else, a foundation? Look at this shit. Only you can come to that decision. Only you. Also, I don't get the energy so much. Some of you, it could be you. Pay attention to your health, or don't let the work environment hurt your health. Don't let it be too stressful or cause you delays in health that you ignore. Something like that's important for you with the Empress in reverse. That could also be for other Virgos. I got 2 messages there. That could also be for other Virgos. You've got to be careful about the health of people around you. 2023, watch out for that. You may have to be there more than you expected to be there. Hold on. Something else for Virgo. If you've been struggling with the concept, thank you for the super chat, Alban. If you've been struggling with the concept of work or moving in a direction with work or worried about balancing work and health, try to stay optimistic about the foundations that you can create or the change that is necessary for you with that 2 of Swords energy. Like, I feel like that's important for somebody out there. You may feel like things caught you off guard and put you behind in a career or in your stability and your if somebody comes in with a message and it's a message where it makes you overthink, I'm going to tell you, just trust yourself more than you trust what I tell you. But be careful. This is a be careful message. If somebody comes in with a message and you feel you can't trust it, you may really need to not overthink it. You may really not want to overthink that and just accept what is or what's been. Something about accepting what is and what's been. Some of you, it could definitely be an air sign that you've dealt with. If you dealt with an air sign, you've got to go after balance. They may try to come in. They try to come in with like, oh, let's reconcile. I don't think that's the right direction for you. I'm going to be real. I don't feel like that air, water, fire could be one of those signs. But let me tell you something. Everything's reversed in that second row. Moving towards them, no. Trusting it, the High Priestess, you should be learning how to accept battles you've already dealt with or becoming more intuitive to if it's right for you, whether they come towards you or you go towards them, it's a no. That's 3 big ass no's for Virgo. Page of Coins and the 10 of Coins. Some of you are aware of it because the Page of Coins is upright and you know that it's not gonna have the right. It's not going to be like a power couple or have the right manifestation for you. And you'd be lying to yourself mentally or slowing yourself down with receiving balance. A lot of you don't want to feel that again. And you know that. And that's why you get double balance in the reverse. A lot of you are pretty sure if somebody came back towards you, you may say, I don't want to commit to you, or you may not even deal with it. Or the messages would be short. You wouldn't talk to them much and hope they got the hint. King of Coins, you may also be really focused on your stability and building that direction or making sure that's what's working for you. When it comes to a love situation, you're really trying to hold back on what's been bothering you. This could be a lover. This could be something around your family, something that's bothering you. And you know you're trying to build up the strength to release things that may feel out of your control or that you can't really, there's nothing you can do. Kind of like, there's nothing I can do here. The Star card with the 3 of Swords, don't let anything distract you. Don't let anything distract you. Really give peace of mind to where you are and where you want to be next year. The Wheel. I do feel like you have a good chance of a brand new connection that wants to come towards you or that you see of interest for 2023 for the sign of Virgo. There you go. Stability will be a factor for you as well that you're going to fight for. But I do see you striving and getting happiness. If you're worried about stability or you feel like love and stability, it's been a rocky road, you're going to get stability. But you may also get love offers or coming towards you, or you may be wanting to invest towards one while you're getting stability. Something like that for Virgo. All right. How is everybody? Capricorn in a second. Capricorn. Gotta drink some coffee. My lips are dry. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thank you. I know it's late. 10:15. It's not that late. Kind of late. Capricorn. What's here for Capricorn 2023? Next year, Capricorn. Might be in the limelight next year, or just feel uplifted better than last year. Something about if it's not the limelight, keep seeing light. The word light, light, light. I saw light third place somewhere. I don't know where I looked. I saw light 3 times for you. That's important. Maybe I thought it third time. What is that? You're gonna get to start with that. A lot of you are trying to strive for balance or making sure that things come to you with strong balance. Clarify that card before I go any further. What are you saying? It's like sign of Capricorn. Clarify that. 4 corners. Excuse me. Yeah. Good. More clarification, please. Anything you had to fight for in 2022 that was not investable, you're not worried about it in 2023. That's what I'm seeing here. So with the balance card in the world, I feel like you're taking charge. It's something about you taking charge, knowing emotionally you have to leave things in the past, things that are emotionally draining or slowing you down. You're releasing that. You've been to a place that if you wanted it to fight for you, or you were hoping that you could make it get something out of fighting for it, I don't feel like that decision's the right judgment anymore. I don't feel like that's the right judgment anymore. Look at judgment reversed. Whether in 2022 there was a lack of clarity or stability, and this does feel like it was a committed energy that might have kept you array in your head. I feel like you've become the Page of Swords. You've adapted to discovering that the past needs to leave, and you have to achieve happiness. I have something about the 8 of Swords. Don't let things rent space in your head when stability is more important, especially if there was a decision you had to come to, or discovery of releasing something of the past that you felt like could be a powerful connection or work. I don't feel like that's your focus. I feel like you did feel like this at one point, or couple times throughout 2022, but you're learning how to stubbornly cut that out. Emotionally going to invest in things that feel like they are secure. The Palace of Coins in reverse. I think 22 taught you how to take the lead and kind of be the leader, or be like, stick out and move towards that direction, or have people see you that way. What's on the bottom? Faith. It took a lot of faith and practice. The Empress reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and the Six of Swords. If you don't see this coming, I'm going to tell you something. It's on its way. I was like, if you don't see this coming, I had the 7 of Cups. You're not only going to have options or be admired, but you've got a victory coming. You may not know that it's out there for you, or it may, if you've been wanting it or been trying to manifest it, it's on its way. It's on its way, and it has a lot of stability behind it. It has a lot of abundant energy or attraction. You'll be very attractive in 2023. Not that you aren't in 2022, but it's like increased. Almost like people like your aura or the way you represent. If you dealt with something that, with an air fire sign, that was messages of deceit or deception, I got air, fire, air, air.
Could be a Libra, Aries, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, whatever. Fire, air sign. Queen of Coins reversed. Three of Cups. You're going to entertain new celebrations, and you're going to ignore positions of the past that you couldn't build with. Ace of Cups. Is that new love? Yes, it's new love. The Palace of Swords. You're going to have new communications come in that you want to entertain as well. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with you knowing you have to fight for what's best for you and leave things in the past that hurt you emotionally. You're gonna have more than one option. You may not jump at it right away, and then you came out right after I said that. The wheel, you may not jump at it right away. I almost get like you'll admire it, kind of like I'll admire energy, but you're gonna have some options next year. I said I don't think you'll admire, like you'll go right after it. Knight of Coins, Knight of Cups. You kind of be closed off to it, but you'll like seeing it. What's that all about? Eight of Cups reversed and the Three of Wands. You also may not want to, this just tells me you don't want to move backwards. Something about I don't want to build anywhere where it's not going to build for me, or I'm not going to be excited, or I don't know what you call that, your sexual, whatever it is that makes a woman stimulated or a man, it's just not going to work. It's just like not going to work. You're going to be really focused on viewing things and looking at things of how they've done you. You don't want to come off guard at it next year, and you will stay kind of like if you can't trust it, it'll get released. Especially if it has to do with love, you'll release it, and you won't keep the communication slowing you down. You'll know that it's not a wise investment. Because you're seeking change. You want to change or have something meet you with a lot of balance, and I feel like you're waiting to see the action show up. A lot of you have felt like I've waited too long. Guess what? I do want to tell you something. I do see a fortunate outcome. Don't be in your head about it showing up for you either, or not taking action to it. Just trust yourself that it will show up. And as long as you're not telling yourself that you can't have this, or you're too focused on investments around you, don't focus on just what you want to see. Have strength to release anything that's been upsetting you. This feels like in love or past love situations. So what if they didn't happen? You're going to have new love offers, but it's up to you to take the risk. There's no secret that you need to be patient. Palace of Wands. You have to decide if you want to go after a celebration or not. Some of you are going to be kind of on the fence next year. Do I play with it or do I not? Do I focus on my success and the attraction I'm getting of people and like the admiration, or do I entertain loves? I did feel like some of you will do both. Especially when the Ace of Cups showed up upright. It felt like some of you will entertain both. Others of you would just like being admired. It'll give you pep in your step or something like that. All right, let's keep going. How's everybody doing? How are y'all doing in here? All right. We on to fire already? Fire. Shit. Fire. We're going to start backwards with my Sagittarius. Where's my Saggies at? Sagittarius. Ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, you guys are the sign with smoke on. I made it what? Oh, now. I kind of spilled the beans a little too fast. What side is next? Change the side. Oh, I did. So I'm more focused on my cigarette. Okay. Next year. Sagittarius. What's the prediction for Sagittarius signs next year? Just look there we go. I'll shuffle it again. Just trust it. You're going to make a judgment call with something that didn't work with you in 2022. Eight of Coins reversed and Judgment. Go to the bottom again. You're going to discover that's the best outcome. Don't let anything deceive you or keep you stuck. Something that deceived you or kept you stuck, you're not going to allow that in 2023. Okay, what else? A lot of you could have been a Gemini or a love situation in general. Something you were very attached to, or the way you looked at love. What else is here? You're going to have to be very strict. Say no. Just fucking say no. Page of Wands reversed. No. Don't accept it. If they try to come in or communicate, is that really what's best for you? Or should they be what? Cut out of the situation? That's up to you to figure out. The balance is all at your disposal. I do feel like you take charge. You may have recognized you had to do that sometime this year. I feel like it's the month or 3 months before November, whatever that's about. What else? The devil and walking away. Some of you've had enough. I've had enough with a love situation or the way I've responded to love in 2022. Ace of Wands. A lot of you didn't like how it made you feel. And I feel like you didn't particularly want to share this. You may have a little, but you didn't really want to. This feels like something you kept within your side of your here in your stomach. It kind of made you feel like not uneasy. Let's just say uneasy. Keep going. You're going after success of recognizing, what didn't work for you or wasn't willing to work with you, and what you need to work or change and seek after. Something about knowing. There you are. You know. You fucking know. Discover, cut out. You being patient with something that didn't work out. Some of you, it's with yourselves or with the deception of a situation around you. Not getting told everything. This could be around a foundation or about how somebody truly values you. There were secrets in this investment. There were secrets that I don't think you're going to let it hinder your progress or your success or who you are in 2023. I don't feel like you do that. You also may have somebody else who sparks your interest or you do it to them while you're building up your own foundation or success. But something about success for you. Somebody may admire you, just like Capricorn. You may have somebody that admires you or wants to build with you, and it's kind of in a love situation. I get this like somebody's going to respect you and hope they can get balance with you. I don't feel like you're going to feel like it's untrustworthy. Hold on. Page of Coins to the Three of Swords. Somebody you've dealt with too may want to know what you're up to. Watch out for that. This is a good one for you next year. It's almost like you start doing things in such a high level of self-respect. And you held back on that in 2022, maybe even 2021 for some of you, but you start doing that when now somebody stubbornly wants to show up. I'm going to tell you, it's not the investment for you. That one's not. No, that one isn't. You're meant to find a new happiness. Something about brand new love. Upright, yes. Leave the past behind you. Go after new love. Leave the past behind you and look at all the options in front of you. I'm going to tell you, if you've been struggling to believe that, don't worry about it and don't keep yourself indoors or not out on the scene. Give me something else for Sag. It's got to jump. I'm not calling that. Oh, it jumped. What is it? And that one on the bottom will come up. Just because it feels like the lack of something can show up for you, don't worry. The decision's made out of probably you just having to take initiative of seeing a situation that was not worthy or was not worth fighting for or fighting with, whether it was within inside of yourself in the situation or somebody who emotionally wasn't fighting for you. You're releasing the deception of a past situation that might have put you in the cold, and you're expanding to better things, and you've learned that that's the best way for you to get what? One thing, a victory. That's your reading. And I don't see it being an emotional upset. It can become one if you travel towards somebody that already treated you like that. 2023. That's what I got for you, Sag. Just be careful with, I'm going to give you a little more. Give me something else. I'm not going to use any of these. I'm going to stack them. I'm going to go to that. I want something else for you. I don't know what it's going to say. I'm curious. Give me something else. Shuffle them. Show me something else they need to see. Stability. Your stability and your mental practicality of what's true, tried, what's the results you've had to deal with, the things that you might not have been aware of, or the manifestations that you felt like weren't going to show up. Emotionally put your foot forward with cutting out anything that makes you feel like it takes your strength or your direction away from you. And take that action. Take that action. King of Swords you end with. A lot of you stubbornly need to make sure you're getting enough rest and not fighting for anything that when you try to build towards it emotionally, it makes you feel kind of like it's going to be a problem all over again. Knight of Coins to the Knight of Cups to the Three of Wands reversed to the 10 of Swords reversed. But you start with the King of Coins. Focus on your stability, maybe a new health regimen or getting healthy. You might want to start focusing on your getting in shape, or something physical. The Hermit reversed with the Seven of Wands. Don't let anything distract you next year. That's like huge. And keep going after things that you need to go after. I don't see a reconciliation energy for you. If you think about it, think about where you want to be and what you deserve. Something about, or what's going to fight for you, fight for it. Don't let anything slow you down next year. It's important that when you try to look at balance, before you got that, you got the Wheel, you got the Six of Swords reversed, you got the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Three of Cups. Don't go in backwards in celebrations. You may have to stubbornly commit to knowing that, because I don't feel like that. I feel like you're recognizing there's something of the past that if I were to play with again, I'm just going to upset myself. And I think you're owning that shit in 2023, or you did in 2022. Remind yourself next year. Don't let anybody pull, the wool over your eyes type energy. And I think you're look at bottom of the deck. I think you figured this out. Transformation. You've learned. Whether you had to learn how you did wrong or how it was done wrong collectively with the other individual. Good for you. Keep rolling. All right. On to Leo. In a minute. I have some coffee. Okay. Leo. 2023. What do we got for Leo? What's the prediction for next year? You got the Queen of Cups and the Magician in the one split. Well, let's see what you got. The same thing. They show up all. Fall into the read. 4 for you. Yeah. 2. Let's see for Leo 2023. 3. There we go. What do we have for you? 2023. Mount this way. Trying to climb or learn something. Maybe looking at one reality versus another. You could also be assessing things that worked and didn't. Something about the Two of Wands upright. This could have to do with things that have worked for you in love and haven't. What? What's that about? Some of you may be so focused on work or life balance, but wanting work to show up, that's important. You got the 8 of Coins reversed. Or wanting it both in love and in finance. What? You got to think about this, or you've been thinking about this year, a lot this year. I do see you getting balance. Go to the bottom. King of Wands, stubbornly knowing you want balance. Dude. 2 of Cups. A lot of you feel like you're not getting it in love, but you're releasing that pain or that emotional baggage with it. You're not carrying that in 2023. That's a fuck no. Palace of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the 10 of... You're putting it to rest. If there's something emotionally pulling towards you that just sucked in 2022, or the past, I'm going to say it, the past 3 years, something about 3 years for you, you're putting it to sleep. Look at this, 7 of Swords. Don't lie to yourself about where you can go. The World and the Chariot came out as I'm saying where you can go. Don't lie to yourself about situations that don't fit. Focus on that in 2023. Just see where you want to go. Things that have made you feel like this in the past or made you assess the past, guess what, Leo? You just showed up upright. Focus on the happiness. Focus on the faith with the happiness. That's important for you. That's going to bring in the balance. It also may bring in a lot of wisdom, guidance, or respect. Something about wisdom, guidance, respect, bottom, and a victory. It's going to bring in both. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you can offer and do it in a manner of recognizing what's worth it and what's not. What is it? It's this way. You're going to be very powerful, but you have to believe in that you can achieve this. Do not count yourself short, especially if you're a lady and you had a lot of struggles with building or focusing on things of the past that hurt you. I'm going to be real. It's time to say, you know what? That sword's there for a reason. I have to make that discernment, that decision to cut that bullshit out. I cannot be stuck in my fucking head about that, and my stability is priority. And it's going to help me transform, release any negative energy that made me feel like I'm not deserving or made me feel like I don't have control of the situation. Don't play with anything that bothers you or anything that makes you feel uncomfortable or makes you feel like it's not valuing what you have to offer. The wheel, the 10 of wands, you're going to go through a completion, but you also have to keep your mind struck on where you want to show up or be. That's going to be the big decision next year for you. 2 of coins upright, something else. That 2. Palace of Swords. A lot of you are going to have a lot of communication or a lot of intellectual ideas, but don't overanalyze or overthink. Mostly overthink. Don't overthink. You also may have messages from exes that want to know something about wanting to know what you're up to. I don't see you really giving a shit and wanting to move towards it. Leo, I don't see you really caring. I feel like you've moved on or you're traveling towards change. You want to see change. You also may have new love or new communications of love that come towards you or you move towards. 10 of coins, a lot of stability is going to be on the forefront for you or what you're focused on. Stability or changing things you do in life. 3 of cups, you may also ignore options that come towards you or you don't trust. Page of cups reversed. I feel like you'll ignore them. Somebody comes towards you emotionally, but it assesses something you've already been through. You won't deal with it. You'll cut it out faster than it comes in. 5 of wands, the empress, the king of coins. Your stability is going to be very important to you next year. In taking care of what matters in life, what you've already created or what already loves you and you love. Something like that will be a huge thing for you next year, along with your stability and maybe doing something new with whether it's your look or your physique, something like that. Page of coins, building. Don't lose any sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Don't tell yourself you can't be there. The hermit reversed. You're gonna fight for it. Oh my God, you're gonna fight for it. You came up double. That's double Leo energy. You'll fight for that direction. Emotionally, I think you've already known that's the direction that's important for you, or the right outcome, the right judgment at hand. That's what I have for you. Okay. On to Aries. I'm going to give you these. I got to see what this is. What's it saying about the past? Top, bottom. You're going to walk away from past situations that are non-serving you, that just don't treat you right. You're not going to want to deal with it. That sounds like a fucking Leo. Look at the hangman reverse. You won't deal with it. That sounds like a fucking Leo. If something's lying to you or not shifting with you, giving you balance, and you know there's no secret about it, you won't take a risk with it next year. You'll release it. You'll say, fuck that. I know who I am, and I need to take action with my options. That's what you'll do. A lot of you have already figured that out, or that's what you invest in next year. Okay. That's Leo. All right. Aries in the center. Good job. Thank you guys for all being here. We got to go to the top. Get Aries up on the board. All right. Aries. Here we go. What's that about? Ooh. A lot of you guys are going to either move, change something within your home, or just move, make a drastic change. Death reversed, the Palace of Wands reversed. Something about you wanting to move away, or you just moving. Some of it could be changing your beliefs as well, or working on the beliefs. Maybe it's something that's been bothering you for a while. I feel like you pursue recognizing it for what it is. Also, be very focused on your stability, or assisting the change within where your stability can go. Wanting to see change in your stability. Something about wanting balance with it. And you got to take action towards this, Aries. I feel like you take action, and you end up on the up and up. You get the judgment upright. I feel like you end up on the up and up. Some of you, this could be love or career. Some of you, if you're struggling to see where you're going to land or where you're going to move to, or you're pondering it, clarify that Three of Wands reversed. You'll figure it out. Page of Swords, you'll just do it as it comes. Two of Swords, the Two of Cups reversed. Some of you, it's not towards pursuing, wanting to pursue a love situation that left you high and dry. King of Wands as well. I think you're seeing through the situation clearly. I think you've assessed the past. You may also be telling yourself you want to build in a brand new direction, or trying to focus on where you're going to go. Something about where am I going to go? The Sun, where's my happiness lead in reverse? Wanting to see what's going to make you happiness, where it's going to bring in the right judgments, connections. Don't be stuck on love or the indication of wondering if you're making the right call. When it comes to a celebration or happiness, just allow it to happen when it happens, and just trust the feeling. Something about trust yourself. You will manifest whatever you're supposed to, and I feel like it's correctly. A lot of it has to do with stability, or you trusting where to land, what to do, how to do it. Some of you, this is with love. Some of you, this is with love and with moving. Either changing something at home, within your home, or moving in general. You will come up with a decision. And it definitely could have something to do with leaving old thoughts in the past, emotional baggage in the past, where it upsets you within family or love in general, something like that. I don't think you're going to hold on to the past. I think you've learned how to respond to past situations, or you're going to focus on how to help yourself with past situations or judgments that you didn't care for. You're going to focus on that. Seven of Cups landed next to the Three of Wands. It may come in, but when it comes in, it may come in slow. The Hermit reversed and the Magician. Don't lie to yourself about releasing things that have kept you feeling stagnant. And I feel like that's with love, or the happiness of where you sit down now. What keeps you going? What makes you feel like it's working or it's not? Something else for Aries. Take the risk. Something about take the risk. It's worth it for you. The investment's worth it, and you'll end up being happier than you expected. Some of you could be happiness with a earth sign, water sign, something about an earth, water sign, a new love offer. Something they don't want. You may be on the fence if you want to open up to that new love commitment. Or if you move, you may be more focused on the stability, or if you made the right choice with moving or changing something. I don't know. Somebody could want to add onto their home. The Temperance reversed in the Chariot. Some of you are holding back from going in the direction that you see feels fit, or just curious about where to go. Something about your message keeps repeating itself to me. Temperance, Chariot. Not sure if that's the direction you want to head in or build towards. Something else. You'll have to figure this one out. You will figure it out, even if it seems like you're. If something you're dealing with when it comes to building in a direction, or you feel uncertain about something, well, guess what? You end up with a victory. You get the victory. All right. All right. Let's do Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, you're up. Second, I'm gonna run out of coffee. Be careful. Ooh, that shit's cold. It was a cold brew. I don't used to get cold brew. It's still cold. Maybe I should. That shit's cold all the way through. And it didn't sweat that much. I think I might start getting cold brew. That shit barely sweat. Okay. Gemini. Here we go. Let's see you next year. Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? 2023. You're going to really want to focus on the stability or the happiness with your stability in 2023. That's going to be imperative, important, super important. Don't slow it down. Just go after it. Something about you need to just go after it. If you're feeling like you had to be patient or the pursuit of it that you've been patient with hasn't been showing result, or you've been nervous about if it's worth it, some of you are going to figure out if it's worth it or not. And the card that landed on my finger is I do see you pursuing change, adaptation, changing, going after something that's going to make you happy. Some of you are going to have to make like a pivotal decision, like a strength decision. Strength is in reverse too. Palace of Swords. A lot of you are going to have to open up communication or get a lot of clear, precise communication. This could be from your anybody you believe in that helps you or guides you. Some of you also recognize there's got to be change or action taken. Something about you knowing this decision needs to be done. This needs to be done or should have been done a long time ago. I get this back and forth energy on this a lot. Like you've known you've needed to do something, but you haven't done anything. Next year you end up trying to do it. Next year I think you end up trying to do it. You've got the Death card and the Two of Swords. That's you fucking realizing, you know what, I've got to do this. I wasn't taking the risk before. I wasn't happy where I am now, or I wasn't happy in the past with the situation. Could be now and past. I'm getting past and now. I'm just like, I'm still not happy. Well, you're not going to let that bother you. Or slow down the movement forward. Also, just be careful of sickness or somebody trying to come back with you or just chasing you because of stability reasons. That could be something you got to pay attention to. Page of Swords. You also may have a lot of different people wanting to get your attention. So this is about attention. Somebody wants to get your attention, or you want to get their attention, spark their attention. Stubbornly, this could be a love situation. Or a stability situation. Love, stability. You're going to have some decisions. You're going to have to figure out what option suits you best next year. What fits you kind of energy. What fits you? What's the best thing to play with? What's the best thing to cut out? Bottom. The world, not play with, the wheel. You've got to figure out, look at this. You've got to figure this out. I can't tell you what to do. You've got to figure out what's going to suit you best. The world, Knight of Wands. Don't play with things that don't suit you. The wheel. 10-10. Figure out the completion. Two of Coins is you focusing on what's best for you. Best outcome for you. Knight of Cups. Don't emotionally invest in something that you want to fight for or move towards. Or keep saying the same thing. Okay. Only focus on what's going to work or what's not next year. You basically got to tell yourself, should I stay or should I go? Type energy. 7 of Wands. The Palace of Wands reversed with the 10 of Swords. There's something that you're holding back on. There's no secret about it either. Because this is you knowing you should release something. When it's focused on the moon, it's like you're trying to. The Ace of Coins with the 5 of Swords. Something about your foundations or going after things kind of where you know they'll meet you where. With like love, respect, honor. Bottom. Love, respect, honor, loyalty, whatever you want to say. Whether it's another air sign, whether it's a love situation, water sign, whatever. Some of you got to focus on that or releasing something that didn't treat you right in the past. Something that didn't treat you right in the past. And this came out right after I said it. Judgment on its head. That's going to be the big challenge for you next year. Air sign, fire sign. Somebody you can get a victory with. Could have been a Leo, could have been a Libra. Something like that. You may face the terms of that next year. 8 of coins. And truth and clarity. This may show up. Whatever sign it may be, this may show up for you next year. Don't get stuck in your head. Release things that don't emotionally appreciate you or don't belong. But if you stay in your head, Page of coins, and lie to yourself and don't think about this or move on or walk away, what's the outcome? Faith. So if you stay stuck, one more. No, I gotta go keep going. If you don't move towards this, the Palace of Cups, you'll miss out on the happiness that you want. That's what it says. I'm not going to show you every card that I just pulled, but you need to build in a direction that's meant for you and leave shit that doesn't work for you behind. If you don't do this, you'll repeat past situations and probably not get the manifestations that you want in the future. You're going to get every card too. You're going to need to learn to when to cut things out or when to move on. Is what your energy is all about. What's good for you and what's not. You guys are the master communicators and much other. So you guys should be able to figure that out. You should be able to figure out what works and what doesn't. But it's like, you have a decision next year. Do I focus this direction and move forward, or do I let the old bullshit keep me backwards? That's going to be huge for you next year. That's what my reading is for you. All right, Libra in a second. Here we go. All right. Libra. Let's see for Libra next year. So Libra. Libra. 3 in a second. New energy for you. Let's hear for Libra. Some of you guys may have been struggling to be patient with yourself, or have been worried about investments that we're working out at one time. Some of you, this goes several years back, and some of you it's relatively new, but you're struggling to see if they'll come back, or you can make the best of each thing, meet your requirements or what you expect of it. All right, let's keep going. Made me fucking itchy too. Here we go, Libra. Don't get stuck in your head about it. Holy shit, you just showed up in reverse. Don't get stuck up in your head about it. Don't worry. I feel like you're gonna get a lucky break. Something's gonna start to twist for you, or show itself, come back to life. Something, and it feels very unexpected for you. Something very unexpected for you. All right, Libra, 2023. Why the 5 of coins? Ooh, could have been money. Could have been money that was struggling, or you were hoping it would show up, and now it's going to start. I feel like it's going to start showing up for you. 5 of coins to the king. It was money, or it's money in your health. Could be one or both. But it's like the Chariot, and you wanting to see brighter, better days, or things move forward in a productive way was important. As important. Getting the balance of it. Some of you, if it wasn't, it's either love. It's love or money. I feel love or money. Something about you feeling stuck with both. Again, I don't have a love card. I just feel the word love. The sun, you needing to be patient you needing to have faith. Ace of Wands, stay creative. Don't worry about fighting. I do see new love could come in. Some of you, there's a decision you've made in the past where you don't want to go towards the past. You also could be very creative, and that might spark the finances to come in. As long as you don't have any health situations give a hiccup. I see new love, and look at the Two of Wands. You could have a brand new connection that you choose to entertain, or that wants to entertain you, that wants to come towards you. It's here. Judgment reverse. Don't lie about building or being stuck about things of the past. That'll be important in 2023 for you. Eight of Swords. If you get stuck in your head because of a past love situation that emotionally damaged you, it's going to slow you down. Just like things might have felt like the brakes were put on you in 2022 or 2021. A lot of you, it was the beginning of 2022. Queen of Coins. Have faith in yourself. Queen of Coins, Queen of Wands. Be compassionate about situations, but also focus on making sure you don't get stuck in an emotional upset that you try to hide. Fuck that. I don't have a hide card here. You try to hide it. I'm fucking intuitive psychic. I don't give a shit. Cut that shit out mentally, or the fact that it bothers you, or that you don't move towards it because you're still bothered by it. Something like that. It has to do with love, not wanting to move towards it or accept new options. You might also be focused more on family situations than love, and not want to fight for love at this time or the past year. Well, next year, you have the opportunity to come out of that shitty energy if you're ready. The Hermit upright. I feel like if you fight for it, it will fight for you. But guess what? Who's got to take action? Libra, that's your card. You have to take action. Don't let anything, I feel like telling you, don't let any damaging thoughts slow down your manifestations. A lot of you, this has to do with career, love, or health. All three. I'm going to say it. Make sure you're getting a lot of sleep. And if somebody comes towards you from the past, you're not meant to deal with that person. You're going to know who this is because they're not going to feel healthy. Don't you dare ignore that you know it. Don't you dare ignore that you know it. But make sure you make the right judgment at the same time. Palace of Swords, take your time, in other words. Palace of Swords, that's you wanting to get rid of a situation or not, or you're back and forth with do I go towards this or allow this towards me, or do I move in a new direction? Do I move in a brand new direction? You'll get there. You'll figure out what it's going to take. A lot of resilience, structure, trust, ability, respect for yourself to see something for what it is and take the action towards it. A lot of it's change with how you viewed shit in the past. I'm going to say what I'm seeing. Look at this shit. With how you viewed shit. Look at the man looking off the steps. How you viewed shit in the past, or how you want to see change in the future. Something like that. You're going to learn what is worth your time and what to pursue, or what's really going to be of value. And that's going to be a big discovery for you. And I feel like you get a win on that. Maybe even a win with new celebrations or events to show up for you. Go to the bottom. You got to make the decision. It's up to you. Libra. I've got the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. Double Libra energy. It's up to you to make the decision, and it's up to you to see the value of the situation for you. You showed up towards the end of this. Are you going to entertain it, or are you going to let the past hinder you from the future? You carry the past, you miss out on the bright future that's ahead of you. You know what I mean? Open up emotionally to the excitement and the things that want to come in and show you that you're deserving of it. That's important next year for you. For you to get the King of Cups, be emotionally acceptant of the new things that are going to make you feel fulfilled around life. Truth and Clarity card. Something else. You. Truth and Clarity. And who is the Truth and Clarity around? Well, Libra. Justice, justice, justice. It's not justice, but yes, it is. It's balance, balance, balance. It's the Justice card, but I always think of balance when I see that. The world. You're going to get this balance. It's coming. But you may have to focus on what you want and what you allow to slow you down mentally. And don't hold on to anything of traumatic response. Keep that shit that was in the rearview mirror. There's no secret that you're going to end up with a victory or build towards one. That's a beautiful message. You will build towards a victory. I see you building towards a victory. It may take a little bit. I'm going to tell you something about 3 to 6 months in the year. I've got 3 cards left. Palace of Cups, maybe the emotional part of it, start showing stability. But it all starts with when you're ready or feel grounded around the whole area of the situation. That's what I have for you. I'm going to tip my chair over, trying to lean forward. All right. Hour 45. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. What time is it? 11 o'clock. I am going to get out of here. If you're new and you like the content, feel free to subscribe. We have some great people. I will notify you guys when I decide to go live. I'll put it on the community for the memberships. If you're new or you've been an existing member for a long time, just want to say thank you. And I hope I catch you when I do go live. I'll probably try to give at least a 24-hour notice. So when we go in there and I do like either a collective or a mini reading, I'll probably just read everybody individually if that's what they want. I'll ask what you guys want. But I am done for tonight. You guys have a good night. All right. Thanks for being here. Have a good, safe day. I'll see you before the holiday, but I hope everybody has a good holiday that celebrates Thanksgiving too, and I'll probably say it again. Everybody have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Bye.